So that's content from like way down the line.
Not that I doubted you for a minute. Have you met Imperator Smolder?
I know you by reputation. I've also received your request. If this mission eliminates even a portion of the enemy, I will attend your summit. What's the plan, Brimstone?
This guy sounds like the non-male voice too much. I wonder if it's the same voice actor that does it. Speak to some of these. Nope. Okay. You're back. Did you have any luck? Yes, I found them all. Great. Give me the crown. Hold on. This crown is very important to my people. I see. What are you saying? You don't want me to use it? You must promise you'll give it back to me when this is all over. When this is over and the ghosts are gone, I'll put it in your hands myself. Alright. Tell me about the ritual. It all hinges on Sahothan, my sword. There were originally two of them, Sahothan, and the other one was called Magdair. They were given to the Ascalonians as protection against invasion. Go on. A couple of hundred years or so, Sahothan was wielded by Rurik, son of King Adalbern. He was killed by a stone summit dwarf. It came into my care several years ago. How did you get it? Irrelevant. The point is, its partner, Magdair, was the sword Adalbern used to curse the Ascalonians. I've long suspected that Sahothan is the blade that can break the curse. Okay, so how? I've had my snout buried in old scrolls and books at the Priory. One of the scholars there has been helping me tack together the history. I finally found a reference to a ritual. And you trust the source? It's got an Orion stamp on it, which makes it so old it's got to be legitimate. In any case, I have to try. If it works, we'll be free. Tell me what you need. Once we're inside, we need to channel the ghost's essence into the sword to fire it up. That means slashing lots of ghosts. So, high stakes, big danger. Sounds like fun. Let's go. Fox has no opinions. We may be here on a fool's errand, but it's worth a try. Ritlock has done the impossible before. These ghosts have plagued my people for too long. I spend every day looking for ways to end it. If this works, it would be a boon for both Char and human. True, it must be infuriating for humans, even those who aren't descended from Ascalonians. It's heartbreaking, especially when I'm forced to kill them. Yeah, all the more reason. Oh. Okay, the wind just blew right through the house. All the more reason this needs to work. Your help is not going unnoticed. I'd do just about anything for Ritlock or for Rox. Now I can speak to Rox. Looks like we've got everything we need. The crown just put together is... that crown you just put together is historic. It practically crackles with the weight of Ascalon's ancestors. If this works, we'll go down in history ourselves. Do you think it will? I mean, surely getting rid of the ghosts can't be this easy. You said it was easy. Getting the crown was no stroll in the pavilion. And on the other side, side of that gate, we've got ghosts building up, just waiting for us to come through. I hope their essence can charge Sahothan. I guess we'll find out.
That should be everything we need to cleanse the foe fire.
How do you know this will work?
It'll work, because I said so.
You're on point, Brimstone.
Yes, sir.
Go forth, my minion.
We don't know what's down there. Be ready for anything.
Frostbite and I are ready to stomp some ghosts. Oh yeah, let's go!
Strong.
is just ahead. That's where we'll test the foe fire cleansing. It's a place of power.
I guess there's no turning back once we step through that arch, huh?
You prefer to go back to the Farrar, cub?
No, sir.
You have to be ready. This could go in any direction. There's no way of predicting what the ritual will do. I'm ready. Witness the faux fire cleansing ritual.
I hope this works.
Ew.
You used to do that when you were a cub. Come on, let's get this over with.
Something's happening. Those ghosts don't seem to like your sword very much.
They're gonna like it even less in a few minutes. Damn! They're possessing what's left of Baradin's statue.
Someone once told me nothing worth fighting for is ever easy.
Ha! You do listen.
Only when I feel like it.
Have to kill the mender.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I remember this now. Have to stop them from getting to the statue.
Another mender! Stop it from reaching the statue!
Ow.
Refreshing.
Ow.
Ah.
Oh, I'm getting crushed by rocks now. Yeah.
Help me over here! Almost too close for comfort.
Chill rising.
Swathan is targeting the ghost's power. Let's see how effective this is.
Refreshing. By my will.
Here comes another mender. He's down.
You will obey.
We need to kill Ghost to charge Swathan.
Oof.
Almost too close.
Oh, Jesus.
Swathan is charged. Let's take that shield down.
Another mender.
I need healing. Seriously.
Ascalon! I free you from this curse. I have to go after it. Without it, we'll never end this war. Go!
That'll do. I need to go after him.
The portal is closed. You can't.
But,
Stand down, soldier. You'll be fine. If anything, I'd be worried for the poor souls that get in his way. This is his mission, not yours.
Bye-bye, Ritlock.
Bye, Ritlock.
Nice knowing you.
Have fun.
Yeah. Don't do anything stupid while you're over there, by the way. You know what I mean. Mm-hmm. Ritlock will be okay. He's been through worse. But that doesn't mean I won't worry until he's back. I'm sure he's fine. Brimstone will be back, don't worry. He took a lot of ghosts with him, or what exactly is going on? I'm going to ask that. Happened fast, didn't it? Brimstone failed the foe fire cleansing and lost Hoth into the mists in the process. Without that sword, he can't complete the ritual. He had to pursue it. And what can I do? Nothing. This cleansing is Brimstone's duty. He'll pull through. He took a lot of ghosts with him. I noticed he may not have ended the curse, but he had an effect, and you played a pivotal role. I'll come to your summit for that reason alone. Even after the cleansing failed, this cleansing's not over. Brimstone's dedication to his duty will bring him back. The least I can do is honor his commitment by attending the summit. That's good, thank you. You won't regret it. Well, I'm not sure about that, but I keep my word, I'll be there. We'll see you there, Imperator, thank you. What just happened? It looked to me like that was the portal to the mists. The mists? I hope so. At least we know you can come back from the mists. What was he thinking? He had to go after Sahothan. I suppose. At least now we have more hope that the sword might one day break the curse. I guess it's our only chance of getting rid of the ghosts for good. My thoughts exactly. I just wish he hadn't gone alone. I agree. If only the portal hadn't closed so quickly, I suppose there's no way to find him. No, none. The mists are vast. Are you alright? I will be. My heart is hammering. I just have to keep telling myself he'll be fine. He's been in bigger scrapes. Still, I know, I worry too. At least the Imperator has agreed to come to the summit. That's one consolation. Yes, his presence is important. The Char army is powerful. So, Flunt hasn't backed out. What about Queen Jenna? Flunt's waiting on Timy's device. Casimir is convinced the Queen will come. Baldwin Cleaver, what if they don't come? What if nobody comes? I can't even think about how devastating that would be to Tyria. They must. Ta-da!
You can never have too much treasure.
And I have mail. Ministry treachery from Casimir. Dear Baldwin Cleaver, I hope this finds you well. I'm afraid my efforts to get the Queen to the summit haven't gone as smoothly as expected. The Queen has the situation arise that may prevent her from attending. I'll give you the full details when you arrive, but the short version is that someone is spreading rumours that Queen Jenna not only met with the evil Scarlet prior to the Queen's Jubilee celebration, but also conspired to give Scarlet the mechanical watch nights. This is, of course, ridiculous. But the Queen can't leave Divinity's reach until these rumours are squelched. Countess Anise has suggested that I use my intuitive ability to find the card spreading the rumours and discredit them. But I don't want to do this alone. Will you come with me, your friend Casimir? I believe that's the party, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's a really good chapter. I quite liked that one. Okay, well, so we're taking something. What is it? The stone from Duke Baradin's statue. I sure don't have a use for it, but maybe you will. I'll pass. Wait, what? No, I want it. Give it to me. My character's deciding things for me. That's not right. Carry on. This foray is over. I'll see you in Brimstone before I do if you see Brimstone before I do, send him to the Citadel. I want to hear what he's encountered through the portal. Do. So is there anything else we can do while we're in here? Doesn't seem to be anything. Okay. Boop. Right, so meeting Casimir is going to be all the way over in Divinity's Reach.
It's just Casimir, not Casimir.
Oh, is it Casimir. Okay. So, seems the waypoint's over on the Balthazar Low Road. So if we want to meet at the Balthazar waypoint.
Okay.
But I think we should take a break before we do this. We're nearly at the 2-hour mark.
Alrighty.
Yeah. And again, we ended up on different maps, I think. Actually, no, I think nothing's spawning in for me. Oh, there we go. Yep. Everything just took a while to load. Okay, guys, we're going to take a 5-minute break. Welcome back. Okay. These chairs are comfy, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
Can we just sit here all day?
Oh, sounds like a plan.
Yeah. I got my little wolfie next to me. Never not have a pet wolf. What are you munching?
Oranges.
Yum. I've run out. I need to get some more.
This from the guy who always is like, ew, oranges.
I know. And then one day I'm like, you know what? I fancy buying some oranges. That's just how it goes with me. Sometimes I'll spend years being like just totally put off a particular food type. And then one day I'm like, I've got to go buy some and eat them. I don't know why. But there it is.
Which means one day we'll get to eat raw tomatoes.
Ugh. 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 Oof.
It'll happen.
Oh, maybe. This crazy mixed up world, anything can happen.
Let me catch you up on what's happening. Queen Jenna can't attend the summit because someone has accused her of conspiring with Scarlet. The hearing is the same day. Someone's lying, and we have to figure out who. Soon as we know, we can confront that person and get them to recant their statement. We need to talk to everyone, find clues to the truth, and build evidence to defend the Queen. Once we discover who among them is the mastermind, we'll take action. But be careful. These people are suspicious and sensitive. Say something too blunt or off-putting, and they'll clam up. If we're obviously undermining their plans, they'll have us escorted out of the party, and it will all have been for nothing.
I think I got escorted out like
3
times during
Really?
this when I did it. Yeah.
I can't remember. I think I really carefully went through, but I think you were with me the first time I did this anyway. I can't remember.
Complete the party investigation using only the 12 necessary conversation steps. Complete the party investigation without arousing any suspicion. Gain the maximum amount of suspicion possible without being thrown out.
Oh yes. Excellent. They'll introduce us at the steps. Alright, let's go. Yes, hi, I'm Baldwin Cleaver. My +1 is right here.
The hero who needs no introduction, the commander of the pact, and accompanying the Casimir Mead.
Keep it together, Kaz. You can get through this. Be confident, like Jory.
Casimir,
He didn't mention you. How rude.
don't look so glum.
Yeah, well, they're a bunch of stuck-up.
Hello, dear Casimir. Don't worry your little face over what the Herald's papers say. You'll always be noble in my eyes.
Countess Anise.
Kanak's up there.
That's direct and kind of you to say.
I
I'm
know.
afraid I don't
You
feel
go hang with him.
particularly noble.
Then we must do something about that.
He's still in his asshole
Nobility
phase,
isn't
though.
in the blood,
Yeah.
as so many believe. It's in your choices. Your return to grace is only a pardon away.
May
If
I
your
take your
talent for
glass?
detecting
If you're
lies is all you say it is, well, let's just say I'm confident we can convince the Queen your value overrides your father's misfortune.
I only hope to be of some small service, Countess. Oh dear. Okay. Let's start picking apart everything they say. One of these ministers is spreading lies about the Queen.
Don't misunderstand, Countess. I'm certainly grateful to you for purchasing my billet and putting me to work. I'm just not sure I understand the reasoning behind dragging me to this soiree of yours.
Yes, and here, everybody, Kanak is perhaps one of the best characters in the whole Living World stuff.
In all of, yeah, in all of.
Especially for his character development.
Yes, he goes through such a range of changes and it's amazing. He's also his sense of humor as you go along.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's really
And
good.
he's fond of explosions.
Oh, yes, give this guy a bomb, and yeah, he's a happy man. Very happy indeed.
Alchemist would love Canuck.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I mean, the snarky sense of humor this guy has is just great.
Yeah.
Okay, so I need to go mingle. I think I can
And
just...
he's Sylvari, which is, you know.
Yeah, that's a thing.
Hey.
I said it's a thing, like a good thing. You know.
He was up ill all last night. I told him not to eat that fourth pie.
Can't chat to these guys.
Ah, excuse me.
I don't think I can help you with
wine,
this
please.
section, so I'm just gonna chill
Yeah.
here with Canuck
Yeah, no problem.
and eat my orange.
But I know for certain it was Minister Wee who attended court the day Scarlet was there. Are you sure?
Who is that brute who's been looming over the Countess all evening? I wanted to ask her preference on dessert wine, but...
I have a vague recollection of that crazy Sylvari walking into her audience with the Queen. This was well before the attack on the city, by the way. I still don't know why I noticed her. So I've got, I was expecting to see Minister Wee's wife here today, or I've got, yes, so, do you like gardening? So yeah, I was expecting to see Minister Wee's wife. Lady Wee, she gets the she gets the vapors. Fragile constitution. Poor dear can't keep up with her husband. Oh god, I don't want to know about this. Apparently neither can I. I thought he was in court the day Scarlet had an audience with the Queen. So I can say, were you attending? Or laugh. If you've seen one minister, you've seen them all. Or if he was, then he's probably involved with the nasty lies about the Queen, which is obviously not what we click. Okay, if you've seen one minister, you've seen them all. It's the dour look on their faces, but seriously, it's rather difficult to confuse Minister Wee with Minister Estelle or even Minister Arton. My memory just isn't what it used to be. Which one did you confuse with Minister Wee? I saw Estelle enter the throne room along with the goat farmer, Minister Arton, and the Sylvari. That wretch turned out to be Scarlet. She did. Nice talking to you.
I remember hearing afterward that Scarlet approached the Queen. No one paid any attention back then. Scarlet was a nobody until the Queen's Jubilee.
Okay.
Here, I can get you some.
Thanks to everybody hanging out in chat, even if you're just lurking. We really appreciate that.
Yes, thank you very much.
Why, I should have slapped him on the spot.
Okay, so this is Minister Wee over here.
They make me so uncomfortable, especially Minister. Excuse me, are you eavesdropping?
Speak quickly.
Cass, could you please get out of the way? I'm trying to speak to this lady.
How quaint.
You do realize, I'm sure, that it's rude to eavesdrop, were you? No, my lady, I merely wanted to introduce myself. I'm Baldwin Cleaver. Oh, I do beg your pardon. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Lady Allison, and my companion here is Lady Brenda. So I can either say, pleasure is mine and what a fine evening it is, or are you enjoying the party? Go with that one, since it's got the green star. Some of the guests seem rather tense. I wouldn't think anyone could ignore such a beautiful night as this. Oh, I'm quite sure that some ministers prefer dark nights like this to sunny days. I've met a few of them. How long has it been since your visit to our fair city? I return as regularly as I can to visit my friends. She's not lying, but she's being evasive. Try again and press her for more information when she talks about the ministers. So what were you saying about the party? Some of the guests seem rather tense. A particular minister making you uncomfortable? Minister Cadocus, of course. Of course. He surrounds himself with intrigue, cloaks, daggers, shadows, all the nasty business. Don't let him look upon you, my dear. Once he has you in his sights, you're doomed. As you said, ministers can be dangerous. I wouldn't think anyone could ignore a beautiful night like this. Quite sure ministers prefer dark nights. Oh god, I could say I hear one minister is spreading rumours about the Queen, but that's kind of... Let's try. I've met a few of them. Here we go. Too long. How long has it been since your last visit to the city? Too long. I'm curious what the latest ministry gossip is. The ministry is powerful and sneaky. Perhaps you're a bit too curious. Let me advise caution. Oh, God, this woman. Okay, Cass, anything out of the ordinary? She's not lying, but she's being evasive. Try again and press her. Oh my god, really? Alright, I'm just gonna go straight in. I hear a minister is spreading rumours about the Queen. Oh, right, okay, so that was the one. Yes, Minister Cadocus is behind it, but he never involves himself directly. He has others to do his dirty work, like Estelle and Arton. They were awfully talkative with him at the last party. I understand.
Of course. Cadocus would be involved in anything that undermines the Queen.
So much for being indirect.
He's not the one accusing her. We have to find that person.
Okay. Oh my god, he has like the chunkiest pet cat here, called Shaughnessy von Snuffles III, and it has little glasses and a bowler hat.
Nice.
Oh my goodness.
I have so much to do.
I like it. I want it. I need a rideable version as a mount. Okay, so I've got a little bit of suspicion on me now after all that.
Stop right there. I don't care about your dog's new haircut.
Are you even paying attention, or do you simply not care?
Oh, no. Avoid anything remotely equestrian. You don't want your guests to enter your foyer and think the balusters are centaurs.
I can take that. Thank you.
I see Minister Estelle has political ambitions. She's been having a lot of private meetings with Minister Cadocus.
What? Minister Estelle is being pressured by Minister Marula to retire? Well, she would never. She's far too ambitious.
May the Six watch over you.
I'm going to get more punch. It's so fruity. Either wait, I wanted to ask you something, or the Queen throws a good party. I think that's a good one. Oh, this isn't the Queen's work. It's all Countess Anise. She's amazing. She can charm cream straight out of a cow. She's a mesmer after all. Excellent point. That didn't get me anywhere. I wanted to ask you something. Only if you make it quick. I'm so excited. Oh god, there's a timer. I think spreading rumours about the Queen would prove very exciting. Two-faced liar, I doubt you truly appreciate all the hospitality. Is that why Minister Estelle wants to retire? Lack of excitement. That sounds good. Undoubtedly. She likes to be in the thick of things, but Cardicus has had her doing clerical work lately. She meets with him regularly, from what I've heard. He'll talk her out of retiring, I'm sure. Undoubtedly. Enjoy the party.
I've never met Minister Estelle. If she's been meeting with Cardicus, she may know something.
My mind is spinning so much information. Can you make heads or tails of it? We've learned a few things. First, we know who was in court that day. Yes, a farmer with a goat, two ministers, Estelle and Arton, and Scarlet. And we know that Cardicus lets others do his dirty work for him. We also heard that both Estelle and Arton have seen Cardicus lately. It must be one of them. Let's talk to Minister Arton first. Okay, I need to get up there.
I need another bowl.
Apparently the biscuit's fantastic, according to one of these nobles. I'd really try it out.
Distracted, Countess. What are you looking for in this crowd? I could lend my eyes and ears to your search. If there's nothing in particular you need me to do, would you mind if I help myself to some of your refreshments? Am I really so dull? Well, here's something interesting. Would you like to know how long a severed head remains conscious? I suppose not. Do let me know if you need me to do more than make debutantes and fops uncomfortable.
I like Kanak.
He's so bored.
I know, yeah. Even in his arsehole phase, he's still kind of funny.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so we got Lady Claire here.
Oh, pardon me.
Oh, she just mistook me for a waiter. How dare you? Do waiters walk around with fabulous hats like this? I think not. As I was telling my old friend Cardicus the other day, we really must do something about these bandits. They're a real hazard. I have a reason to believe they're connected to the White Mantle. No. Did you see Scarlet the day she had an audience with the Queen? I did. There were 4 of us in the throne room with the Queen and Countess Anise and the guards, of course. It was Scarlet, me, Minister Estelle, and some dirty farmer with a goat. And the Queen spoke to Scarlet? Yes, she was polite as always, but the Countess kept whispering to the Queen's ear. It was making us all nervous. Scarlet wanted permission to study with the engineers that designed the Watch Knights. And what did the Queen say? She respectfully declined. Scarlet was the last in the line, and the Queen left before there could be any more discussion. Scarlet tried to say more, but the Queen apologized and hurried out. Anything else? The Sylvari Scarlet looked livid. She stormed out, shoving guards out of her way. She was rather frightening, actually. I imagine that's what the Countess Anise saw that made her hustle the Queen away. Cass, does this testimony line up? His description of events perfectly matches what Anise told me. Minister Arton is telling the truth. He must not be the one. Interesting. Thank you.
You've convinced me. It looks like Minister Estelle is the one spreading this horrible rumor. Let's keep at it. If we're going to confront her, we'll need serious evidence to back us up.
I know for a fact that the Queen had a private talk with Scarlet. How? Everyone is saying it's what must be true.
Oh, so this lady has something now. Hello, Lady Claire.
Waiter. Oh.
No, I'm not a waiter. Stop mistaking me for one. Hello, we're just discussing how horrible it is that the Queen betrayed us all. That's just a bad rumor, a lie, or it's a travesty. That might open her up more if I go with it's a travesty. You just never know who you can trust, do you? I feel bad for the Queen, really. Looks like she got duped right along with the rest of us. That Scarlet was no good. Scarlet was evil. Okay, so that didn't work. That's just a bad rumor and a lie. No, it's not. I saw her in the Salma district shortly after nightfall. She wore a black woolen cloak with her hood up. The only reason I knew it was her was because I bumped into her and I saw her face. Casimir, what do you think? Her eye twitched when she said that. I don't think it's the truth. Either you're lying. Listen, just between you and me, I may not be telling the exact truth, but they offered me a lot of gold if I said I was there. Please, you can't tell anyone. Oh, you're gonna have to testify. Oh, all right, I'll testify that I was paid to lie, but I'll never say who paid me. I don't betray old friends. Still, I wasn't comfortable lying, but my son is ill. I hope the Queen will forgive me. Well, you're doing the right thing.
Good observation. I had a feeling she was lying. The Queen wouldn't hold a private meeting with just anyone, much less a Sylvari with no political connections. This woman will testify.
Cool. But what we do know is that whoever paid her is an old friend.
Good to see you, Minister.
Okay, so... Well, that's where What's-Her-Face is standing, so I'm not going to go there yet. I'll go back over here.
You seem distracted, Countess. What are you looking for in this crowd? I could lend my eyes and ears to
You
your
must be
search.
mistaken. My niece knows
If
a
there's
guard who
nothing
heard
in
from a doorman
particular
that the
you
Queen...
need me to do,
Oh,
would you mind
I've
if I
said
help
too
myself to
much.
some of your refreshments? Am I really
Oh, you, Baldwin Cleaver, you're well known in these parts. The Queen recently mentioned you were hosting a summit. She'd like very much to attend.
I suppose not.
It is my hope that she will. It's about the Elder Dragons, isn't it? We all heard the roar. We live in fear that one of them will attack the city. I'll do my best to make sure that never happens. She'd like to attend the summit. That may be complicated. Oh, I know. These lies Estelle is spreading. Oh, so she's straight up pointing fingers. Can you imagine our barefoot queen skulking through the streets at night in disguise? It's laughable. Cass, what do you think? Look at her breathing. It's even and calm. I believe she's telling the truth. So she didn't meet with Scarlet? In the throne room, yes, but not in the streets. A Char emissary visited the Queen that night. While the emissaries since left, the guard who was present will testify. Good. That's good to know.
Countess Anise hardly ever lets the Queen out of her sight. She and the guard will corroborate the Queen's alibi.
Okay.
Have you tried our piccata? It's as if Melandru herself kissed it with just a hint of dill.
Is lying a prerequisite for being in the ministry?
It makes me so sad to think that the people who run our city and our kingdom can't get along with each other. Now one of the ministers is spreading lies about the Queen. So I'll pay you for information you have on the lying minister. Or I've had some experience with ministers, not all are bad. Or who do you work for? I've had experience with ministers, not all are bad. Both my wife and I work for ministers. They can be like night and day. My wife works for Minister Estelle. I work for Minister Arton. Do you like your jobs? Most days my wife has a harder time. Her minister has a gambling problem. If she's winning, she's fine. If not, she's dangerous. Would she know where Estelle was the night of the alleged meeting? Maybe. Estelle often visits her old friend Lady Claire in the evening. There we go. Old friend. Ask my wife if she knows what happened. She's a good woman and won't lie to protect a minister. Thank you for the information. You're a good Crichton.
That's another witness who can help us prove the Queen's innocence. Nicely done.
What do you think? Do we have enough evidence to discredit her accusations? Plenty. The servant's wife can testify that Estelle met with Lady Claire. Maybe the threat of her testifying will be enough to shut this down. What else? We have multiple witnesses that say the Queen turned down Scarlet's request. I still can't believe Scarlet wanted to study the Watch Night with the Watch Night engineer. Thank the gods, the Queen turned her down. Though what might explain Scarlet's anger when she attacked our city? What else? We know Estelle's...
That might explain Scarlet.
Yeah, that might explain, yeah. We know Estelle's friend was lying for her. For a pouch of gold, you mean? Estelle must have coached Lady Claire. I don't imagine it will be too hard to get her to testify to the lie. I guess they weren't such good friends after all. We're ready to confront Estelle with the evidence.
Looks like we've got everything we need. Time to expose Minister Estelle for the liar she is.
Gentlemen, please leave. I see
What's up, liar?
Socializing with the guests.
No, don't want to speak to Cass. There we go. Hello, Busy Bee. I must admit, I'm a bit charmed by how you flit from flower to flower. I know all about you. Listen closely to what Estelle says. Once she's finished, don't be afraid to ask her to repeat what she said. Press on her only when you're certain she's lying. God, it's like playing Ace Attorney again. I have a question. Is it true that you work closely with Lord Cadicus? I used to work with Lord Cadicus, but now that I'm considering retirement, I've started spending most of my time in the Ministry Library. I hardly ever see him. Tell me more. Admittedly, I occasionally do small tasks for him, but he's still recovering from that awful scandal. He keeps to himself most of the time. Tell me more. Even at parties, Lord Cadicus is off doing his own thing, and I'm left to my own devices. I'm just a wallflower, really. Cass, what do you think? She keeps backpedaling. Press her when she lies, and then present your evidence to counter her arguments. So repeat that. Used to work with Lord Cadicus, considering retirement, spending most of my time in the library. Did we hear different to that? I don't think we did.
Estelle was being made to do office work.
That's right, yes. Oh yeah, and she was doing that regularly with Cadicus. That's not what I heard. Why would I lie about something like that? He's my boss's boss's boss. I don't work directly with him. I met someone who says you see Cadicus often. Admittedly, I occasionally do small tasks for him, but he's still recovering from the awful scandal. Keeps to himself most of the time. You attended his garden party not long ago. I don't think we got that, did we?
I don't think so.
No. We know that he's attended parties before. He's always at parties, apparently, but I don't know if she was, so I'm going to go with the next one. Tell me more. Even at parties, Lord Cadicus is off doing his own thing, and I'm left to my own devices. I'm just a wallflower. So I'll say shy, huh? Oh yes, I barely spoke with anyone during that entire party. Beautiful garden, though. A witness said you had an aside with Cadicus. He talked, you nodded. That's right, they were talking quite a lot with each other. That was something else we saw. Sam, hello. How are you?
Hey, Sam.
Fine, he and I talked, but you'll never learn the topic of that discussion, and you can't prove it had anything to do with the Queen. I don't have to prove it, I just have to discredit you.
So perhaps I misspoke. Apologies. I shall revise my statement.
Okay. Version of the statements. So what if I work with Lord Cadicus? It means nothing. It doesn't change the fact that I was there when Scarlet had her audience with the Queen. Did you hear what the Queen discussed with Scarlet? No, they spoke too quietly, like schoolgirl friends whispering, so no one else would hear. Tell me more. Murder her, yes, Sam. we may get round to that. I must have been lost in my own thoughts while the Queen and Scarlet conspired deviously. Tell me more. I heard the word watch nights. Tell me more. Isn't that bad enough? Do you know how many people died because the Queen gave Scarlet access to the Watch Knights? Why are you still interrogating me? She's the criminal. Okay, Cass. She's clever and slippery, but you can nail down those lies. Catch her off guard when she slips up. Alright, let's repeat this. Yes, would you like to know more? Exactly. They spoke too quietly like school friends. That's a lie. You heard everything. I mean, she did say that she heard a word, so she obviously heard stuff. I heard hushed words, but I couldn't make out any of them. The Queen seemed pleased, though. Minister Arton heard everything. His ears must be better than yours. I must have been lost in my own thoughts when the Queen and Scarlet conspired deviously. Well, I heard the Queen was escorted out for her safety. You weren't there. You can't possibly know how they behaved unless you question the goat. I spoke with Art and his version agrees with what the Countess and the goats. Yes, well, one person's politeness is another person's friendliness. That means nothing.
If you must know, I'll tell you what really happened.
It doesn't matter what happened in the throne room. The Queen arranged to meet Scarlet later that evening. She didn't want any of us to hear, so they sneaked out. You're sticking by that claim that they arranged this in the throne room? Absolutely, their foreheads were practically touching. They were so chummy, they agreed to something else. Oh, what else could it be? They agreed to something, and what else could it be? So it was brief. A look, a smile. Maybe they already arranged to meet later, I don't know. All I know is that I saw them under that bridge. It was the Queen and Scarlet. I'm not the one who saw her. There was another witness who came forward, a noblewoman. Why are you working so hard to protect Queen Jenna? She sold us all out, and now she's trying to cover her tracks. It was definitely Jenna in a red cape. Okay, Cass. You've been whispering this whole time. I won't have it, it's rude. Seriously? Alright. If you would please repeat your statement. Right, the foreheads were practically touching, they were chummy. Yeah, Anise never let Scarlet get that close to the Queen. Oh yes, she was in on it too, all smiles and pet this, pet that. Mr. Arton describes a very different atmosphere. So it was a brief look and a smile, maybe they arranged it. She saw them under the bridge. It was the Queen and Starlet. Possible, what time did you see them? Later, about an hour after dark, they were in the Salma district. I caught sight of the Queen's profile and nearly fainted. Why would she endanger herself like that? The Queen was in her office with the Char emissary at that time. I'm not the one who saw her. There was another witness who came forward, a noblewoman. Yes, how many other witnesses do you have in your pocket? Everyone knows we were in school together. That's no secret. But she and I haven't spoken in years. Someone paid her to lie, and I suspect it was you. So why are you working hard to protect her? She was in a red cape. Well, the other woman said she was in a black cape. No, it was a red cape, I think. Have you forgotten? You're trying to confuse me. It was a red cape, I'm sure of it. Dark red. If you and your old friend can't agree on the colour of the Queen's cape... Wait, I remember now. The Queen was in a black cape, yes. Countess Anise was in the red one. Did I forget to mention they were both there? You know the Countess wouldn't let the Queen go alone anywhere. You're saying Countess Anise was there too? What? Clearly we need to discuss this further, Baldwin Cleaver.
This way.
Well, her paid witness only saw the Queen. We have to eliminate any doubt at all. If there's even the smallest chance that Estelle is telling the truth. She's not, but we need to hear Anise say what wasn't under that bridge. Well, say she wasn't under that bridge. I'm sure I'd have sensed it if this was some kind of mesmer cover-up, don't you think? It doesn't matter. I know if the Countess is lying when we ask her. Let's go.
Another glass for you?
In absence of your orders,
Stop.
I've been occupying
Don't approach
myself
her.
by planning the
It's an illusion.
extermination of this entire
I am
gaggle
elsewhere.
of premium
Find me,
fools.
and we shall
I
talk.
thought maybe some well-placed bombs here and there among the topiaries. Or perhaps I'll pick them off one by one with my blade and hide the bodies in the pantry. I wonder, would that reflect poorly on your office? I imagine I'd become a hero to the Crichton people, and still no reaction. I wonder, Countess, are you even here at all with me?
No, she's not. She's hiding somewhere. Here she is. Bloody
My apologies
mesmers.
for the deception, but I must go to unconventional lengths to protect Kryta.
Countess, Minister Estelle is claiming that you were there at this secret meeting. She's implicating you.
Nonsense. I was at no such meeting. I did, however, receive a mysterious message signed only with the initial E. The note said that Estelle was in a bandit gambling parlor when she was supposedly spying on our queen. Reminding her of this will be enough to make her drop her lie. Faster than Farron's dignity.
I don't know if anything can fall faster than that.
Yeah. Especially when we find him naked in the jungle.
Oh god, yes. Baron of the jungle. God, I'd almost forgotten about that.
I hope you're not planning another interrogation. This is a party, if you haven't noticed.
I imagine Countess Anise had a lie to cover up her presence at the bridge. It's her word against mine. Actually, Minister, it's several people's word against yours. What are you talking about? As someone said they'd testify against me. We have a witness who will support Countess Anise's story. Traitors to the Ministry. Traitors! They'll find themselves in the streets soon. I doubt it. The Queen has positions for those who are honest and honourable. There are those of us who see through the Ministry's lies, and our numbers are growing. Jory would approve, eh, Cass? Goodbye, Minister.
I'll have you know I'm very well connected, and
Your connections can't help with this. We know what you've been up to.
What do you mean?
We know you couldn't have witnessed this supposed meeting with Scarlet. We hear you were busy meeting with some lobbyists that day.
Lobbyist? What are you talking about?
So much for subtlety. You were busy gambling with some ruffians.
Keep your voice down. That's a baseless accusation.
Is that so, Minister Estelle? Perhaps you and I should speak privately and sort this little mess out. Please follow my guards.
I
I'll
can
be
take
with you
that.
shortly.
Thank you.
Busted.
Countess Anise, thank you for inviting us to your party. It's been an entertaining and productive evening.
No one is more delighted by your presence than I. With all that socializing and skullduggery, you must be craving the longest of naps. Now that this messy affair is out of the way, I feel fairly certain Queen Jenna will attend your summit. I think Minister Estelle will soon see the value in cooperating with me, rather than rotting in prison for treason. I may have use for her. On a separate note, I do hope you will stay and join the Queen's entourage, Casimir.
You mean travel with the Queen to the summit? I'd be honored.
Yes, I think that's the right play. You will, of course, have time to relay the full details of your father's story at that time.
Oh, I don't think the Queen would be interested in...
Nonsense. Now go. Say pretty things to my guests and enjoy yourselves for the rest of the evening.
Can't wait to tell Jory how you solved this mystery. She's going to be so proud of you. And of you. That lie detecting thing you do? Wow. It certainly comes in handy, though it's still a bit unreliable. It works best on total strangers. I'll keep practicing though. Will you be going with Marjorie to the summit? The Countess asked if I'd travel with the Queen to the summit. It's an honour to be asked. I'll see you there though. Who knows? This may be my chance to get my title back. That would be wonderful. Be safe, and I'll see you in the Grove. You must visit more often. The party wouldn't have been nearly as much fun without you. The Queen sends her gratitude as well. She can now attend your summit. I'll be there as well, though incognito. That's wonderful news. I appreciate your support, Countess. If you have no objections, I believe I will keep dear Casimir with me for a while. We have much to talk about, don't we, pet? One last question. If you knew Estelle was guilty, why not just out her? Put simply, I'm too close to the Queen for my claims to be believable. Without support, I'd lose much of our dear Jenna. I'd lose much if our dear Jenna were incarcerated, and the ministers know it. That's where you came in. I understand. Well, I won't keep you any longer. Goodbye for now. Ta-da!
Do-do-do.
What's next?
Okay. Oh, here's Kanak.
Ah, there you are, Countess. I trust I played my part in your charade this evening.
There, Blossom. You did very
Blossom.
well as the sore green thumb at my affair. I'm sure everyone was far too intimidated by your glowering menace to notice it was an illusion standing beside you the whole time.
Yes, I thought you seemed rather vapid.
Oh, Kanak, old buddy. Careful there. You don't want to be seen getting too friendly with the staff. Why are you here? I'm on the job, bodyguard for a countess. A somewhat more glamorous position than my last, I must say. You mean your position as prisoner? Yes, and thank you for stating the obvious, painful truth. Technically, I'm still a prisoner. It's just now that my bars are lined with velvet. Don't let that fool you, though. I'm definitely not free. The Countess owns you now? That's harsh, I wouldn't say that. More like I'm on loan to her from the prison. So long as I have a good grunt, she'll keep me with her and I don't have to go back into a cell. You planning on behaving yourself? Absolutely, I'm no fool. I could be in a much worse situation than this. I guess you could say I learned my lesson. I know I have a reputation for acting rashly, but those days are behind me. Pardon me if I don't entirely believe you. No pardon necessary. You're in a crowd of many. You're in a crowd of many watching me like hawks. So far, Countess Anise has treated me with respect. I have no reason to betray her trust. Besides, she amuses me mightily. I'll be at the front of the hunting party if you mess this up. I would expect no less, though I do believe you might have a hard time catching me again. No offense intended. Just watch yourself. Goodbye.
He did a lot of bad things.
Oh, yes.
That we didn't get to see.
Mm-hmm.
Which is unfortunate because it would lend a whole lot of extra oomph to the relationship between them, especially as it grows.
Yes.
Throughout the rest of the story here.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. Oh, well then. Looks like that might be it. Unless we can...
He doesn't have his shield right now either because he's a prisoner.
Yeah, that's right. I can't remember when he gets that. It just kind of appears on his back, doesn't it, one day?
Well, no, eventually he gets loaned out to us, remember? And I think he gets a wardrobe change when that happens, so...
Right.
I think she gives him back some of his stuff.
I can take that.
Okay, yeah.
An open mind is best.
Okay, so there's no new conversations over there. Okay, cool. We done. Are there any fancy little things to do in here on the achievements?
You blew them all already.
Did I? Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's okay. I doubt I'd be able to do them either without having like a walkthrough.
Yeah, I mean the wiki would tell you specifically which ones to click on and what not to.
Yeah, exactly.
Ooh, waypoint news in the mail. From Timey. Hi, I have good news and bad news. I'd ask which you want first, but you know it's mail. So I chose good news first. As you may have noticed, my WRD, Waypoint Recalibration device, worked like a champion. I've been monitoring the Waypoint network, and as the workers repair the waypoints, the vines aren't attacking again. So, did I mention I'm a genius? Now for the bad news. It's Flunt. No surprise there, huh? He insists that I give him a personal demonstration of how the WRD works. It's as if he doesn't believe that my device is actually causing the change. I'm afraid he's going to try and weasel out of coming to the summit. Can you come by and back me up? We may have to beat him up or something. Don't tempt me. My goodness. Okay. So we need to be back at the ley line hub again.
Back to dry top, huh?
Mm-hmm. I still don't have that other waypoint. I'm gonna have to go and grab that.
Do you want me to take you there?
Can you do that? How do you do that?
Well, I'll meet you at Vine Bridge and then we'll just...
Oh, right, yeah. Oh. Yeah, we can do that. Because it's dry top, and dry top is, you know, terrible to get around. Not the worst.
Having spent more time here recently... Oh, a sandstorm.
Oh, lovely.
Having spent more time here recently, I've gotten a lot... Ooh, Cypress.
She will finish this sentence in a moment, guys. Just bear with her.
All your Cypress are belong to me. Yeah, I've gotten a bit more used to running around in dry top.
Yeah.
Oh, the sand... They're actually fighting the sand giant.
Wow, this is like the first time. It's tier 4 as well. It's a tier 4 map. Well, let's get in on this then.
Which means as well that the Crag Rock Palace will open up.
Yes.
Go fight the queen. No, don't come over here. I haven't peeped through this. He doesn't seem dying very quickly.
Refreshing. Urge to kill rising.
Thank you.
Welcome.
May the sands take you. You will obey.
I think I'm under the sand. There
forth, my lord. Urge to kill rising.
We heal at one.
Go forth, my lord.
One becomes two.
I hate this part of the fight where he keeps turning it into like a wispy thing.
Strong.
Rejoining the fight.
That looks valuable.
Cool.
And if we hurry now, let's go straight to Cragrock Palace.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna open up in a minute and a half.
Give my creation life.
I'm not sure I could actually mine the thing as well. No. I only have copper picks.
Yeah, you probably won't be able to, but at least you can fight the queen and get the loot.
This is the first time in ages I've seen a tier 4 map.
Oh gosh, I've been here. It got to tier 5 or 6 the one time.
It's probably just because I'm playing earlier in the day and there's less people doing it.
Probably. Three, 2, 1, open!
And of course she wants to aggro me. Nice.
Aren't you lucky?
I am.
That went better than I expected.
Now.
Refreshing.
Oh, I'm stunned and getting destroyed. No! Oh, you swine. Oh, I am getting quartz from it. Nice.
Oh, good.
Nice.
Excellent. Okay,
10
shall we
quartz.
get you that waypoint now?
Yes, we shall.
Did you get the quartz that was up here?
No, I didn't actually do a quartz run today. Oh, I've run out of picks. Oh well.
Oh, you're such a mess.
I know. Just got too many things to deal with. Yay, gotcha. Probably sell some junk as well.
How were your endeavors progressing?
Now is all we have, and it's enough.
I haven't looked at these merchants in ages. I keep forgetting what they sell.
Stuff and things.
Yeah, it's just a lot of recipes and stuff.
Made a friend.
Mm-hmm.
Friend.
Everybody wants to be my friends. I'm so popular.
As well you should.
Exactly. What's up, Bram?
It's just ahead. I'd go quickly, though. Those Asuran representatives are getting impatient.
How was the feast, Bram? Good?
My crewmates in Rakasum have been monitoring the Waypoint network. They say your device is affecting waypoints, not ley lines. Why?
Can't you see? I adjusted the settings in the waypoint so they process the flow of magic at a more stable rate. I'll put it in simple language for you. My device interfaces with the waypoints and captures on-the-spot readings of magic's rate of flow through them. Using a complicated algorithm that I devised, it calculates the exact minimum frequency required to keep the waypoint running. It then adjusts the waypoint settings.
Our readings are inconclusive without more information. You must demonstrate this device. Now.
Yep.
Your power flows through me.
I'm just gonna summon all my minions for no reason at all.
Just to make it more difficult to defeat very short people.
Yes, that's it. Just hide everybody behind all these crazy things. Time, you probably need some help.
95,000 channel points.
Ooh, nice.
Just got to 90. Okay.
Ding ding. Time, you probably need some help. I'll keep an eye on those Asura and make sure they don't touch anything. Good idea. Let me see if I can speak to Flunt first. Why are you such a dick? I grow impatient. When will we have our demonstration? Go encourage that progeny to hurry up. I'll see how things are coming along, Counselor. It won't be much longer. Timey. I see you got my message. Thanks for coming so quickly. I hope you brought some weapons. We won't be assaulting Flunt. Or I could go with this one. Are you able to protect the waypoint network? No, I'll just go with this. We won't be assaulting Flunt. Oh, foo. Okay, but he's insisting on a demonstration. I have some miniature waypoints I created for testing so we can use those. Alright, maybe give them more juice so the change is obvious. I can increase the flow of leyline magic to boost their vibrations. They'll almost be as powerful as the real waypoints. Ready when you are.
What are you whispering about over there?
We're formulating a plan to demonstrate how the device works. You'll note that this chamber has a number of waypoint-like props. We'll show you how it works. In miniature. You see, it's so easy, even a simpleton can do it. Take it away, Bram.
Not fooling me again. Hey, boss. Why don't you take this one?
There's an active waypoint. Well, a mini one. Go take control of the recalibration device.
Alright.
Now take aim at the waypoint and fire away till its energy's gone.
Check your readings, crew. Why, it is working. Keep at it. I want to see more.
See? Sourpuss.
Great, they're eating this up. Go get one more.
Truly impressive work for someone so